I wanted to do this video because they're saying there's shortage of drivers, and I'm over here on the I-5 North. This is going into Woodland, and of course when I'm recording, you're not going to see trucks back to back for some reason. As soon as I stop, you see all these trucks coming through, but Joe Biden said, 24-hour reports. As far as I remember, as I was a child, these sports were 24 hours. So they say there's shortage of trucks, right? So here's one with a shipping container. Okay. There's a couple other ones you see in the background leaving. Going up, there's one deadheading, no treader. Okay. So they say there's shortage of drivers. I'm still wondering how. But I really want to know how there's a shortage of drivers. And I know you guys are probably going to say, oh no, there's few things. This is my favorite fishing hole right here. If I'm not in the Pacific or in the Atlantic, I'm right here in this little river up north, right before you get to Feather River. And I come out here and fish, and as you guys can see, there's trucks going in and out. Cargo's being moved and everything, and the President of the United States is going to say, he's taking credit for, ports being open 24 hours. And look, I'm old as the dirt that this planet walks on. And, that's just to say how old I am. The ones in office, they're like children to me. And as far as I can see, trucks going in and out. This is southbounds. The one in the back is the northbounds. And you can see both in and out, going in and out. This is on the northern side of Sacramento. Okay, this is, I'm about 5 miles down from my house, heading south into Sacramento. And this is what I see. So when they say there's shortage of trucks, truck drivers, all this other crap, and they're blaming EPA and all this other. I'm an owner and operator. Okay. My trucks go back and forth, throughout the United States. All of I-80, 95, what do you call it? The I-5 corridor. So when they start, blowing smoke up people's, rear ends, I question things, It was always told there's no such thing as stupid questions, right? Well, Mr. Biden, it's my question. So as I remember, every port inside the United States was operating 24 hours, 7 days a week. Okay. Every longshoreman that I know, young and old, okay, worked 6 days, 7 days a week sometimes just to make, money in overtime, okay? I have a property out in Bodega Bay, and I run from here over there. I'm retired, okay, so when I run out there, I get to see all these ships parked, like this parking lot. And if you put the circumference zone around the cargo ship, which way the wind will sway and everything, you get to see the buffer zones between all of them. So, Mr. Biden, I don't know what, you guys are smoking. And most people are going to say, this is not good for you. And kids, children, yeah, this is not good for you. But I'd rather smoke this than whatever the fuck these guys are smoking because, goddamn, I don't know if it's the catalytic converters, that they're stealing and they're smoking. Yeah, I heard some shit like that, but goddamn, guys. It's not the EPA with regulations because, again, as an owner-operator, I got trucks here that are compliant, and if you know the rules and regulations, as long as 80% of your truck fleet is compliance with the law, the other percentage can still be as you're phasing these vehicles out, okay? There's referees and everything, and my trucks go in and out. And I got trucks. It's 2001, okay? Here in California, as long as you got 80% of your fleet brand new, that remainder can do things. So when people say, I'm full of shit, yeah, got videos, showing owner-operator. I have my company. And I thank my baby mama for this because if it wasn't for her decision, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in right now. Look, I'm sitting back, fishing, like literally fishing, okay? Fishing. Chilling. Don't have to be, greedy about things, the company's running itself, and thanks to, certain young ladies that I got working for me in the office and certain young men I got working in the yard, things move, So people say, there's no jobs out here and all of that. There's plenty of jobs that I know of. But Americans, I'm seeing a lot of foreigners come here and take these jobs that are being offered to you while you're sitting back trying to collect a paycheck. That's gone right now, and you guys now going to wake up and scramble for jobs that are gone. I'm being honest about things. Look, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand who's blowing smoke up your ass, okay? Although I'm smoking, THC. Take a look. Yeah, I got my CDL while I'm still smoking THC, but because I'm the owner of the company, I don't drive no more. And if I drive, it's locally, bring a truck and rescue a truck. DOT knows that, I smoke due to the state regulations and all of that here in the state, bound by the state, but I'm still bound by federal laws. That means that I can do hauling. That means no commercial goods and anything if I'm driving. So that's the only thing I can do is pick up my truck and tow my trucks, repair my trucks. But for my drivers out there, they know that I've been keeping them moving. And the girls that are working for me have been, explicitly well. Let's just put it like this. I'm in love with these young ladies, not because of physical look or anything. Their work ethics. They remind me of me waking up early, East Coast time. Mind you, we're in the West Coast. We're waking up East Coast time, 3 o'clock their time to make money. So by the time 6 o'clock rolls around their time, we already made so much money. You guys out there that are waking up late, chasing, the tail and all of that, smoking the other stuff or drinking, sitting back, acting like you guys are ballers, that EDD money or that EBT money ran out now. So here, pay attention. Look at those drivers, majority of them are foreigners. And I have nothing against them. Their work ethic is to make money, to produce money for a better way of life. Why? Because everything here costs, and right now inflation is going up. You guys still don't want to believe We're going up to $9 a gallon if things continue the way, with the person we have in the White House. And I'm not talking about that one man, because remember, the White House is an administration. So while we're blaming one particular person, I'm blaming every porch monkey inside that White House. It includes Secret Service, the person that's cooking, even a goddamn janitor. The roaches, the cockroaches, the rats, everything. I'm blaming everybody out there. Because they're lying to us about what's going on with the trucks, okay? Look at, I'm sitting right here, guys, watching. I've been here since the rain stopped. As a matter of fact, I got caught out here in the rain because I came out here early in the morning. Already did my money, made my money, and now I can sit back and relax. The girls can take over, and the business can run the way it's supposed to. Cohesiveness, okay? Together. I don't give a damn about your skin color. All I care about is your productivity. It's number one. Your work ethics, that's number two, okay? I don't care if you have no experience. I train you, put you underneath my wing, I follow you. Make sure that you're not a bonehead drivers, like the Swift drivers out there. My company, prides itself on what we do, okay? Safety is number one. Making sure that you and other people around you is coming home, okay? So when my nation's leaders are blowing smoke up your ass that ports, are going to be open because of a stroke of his pen, 24 hours. Well, let's see, guys. How old is Joe Biden? Okay. And I know that there's something in legislation that was written a little bit long before he was even thought of, before his father, created that man. Oh, excuse me, his daddy, not his father up there, because I don't know if his father's from up there or down there. And the way he's been behaving, I think his father is from down there. But if you twist things upside down, you look at things upside down, you see the truth. Look at the truth, guys. Here, let me put it upside down. It still looks the same, right? Look at those trucks going in and out, hauling all these goods. And those people are going to say, oh, no. There's all these warehouses in Sacramento. Well, sure. They're not going to Sacramento because thanks to Mr. Newsom, a lot of people are looking for work, but the foreigners are the ones, looking for these work. They're getting legal paperwork to work. My American brothers and sisters, born here, raised here, educated here, are sitting back fanning themselves on a government titty. I wanted to say something else, but I couldn't say it because, again, today I got to be politically correct. Say things the wrong way, you have people marching all around you with picket signs and everything, calling you all these sorts of names. Like, what's going on with Dave Chappelle. That's to let you know, the timeline of today. The Dave Chappelle incident, his new incident, talking about, to confuse people, I'm going to put it like that. Whatever your sexual preference is, that's your choice. And that's the way I believe it. Live and let live. That's me. Okay? As long as your bullshit is not affecting me, my bullshit won't affect you. But your bullshit is affecting a lot of people. And take a look. Look. Okay. So are you guys fighting about your sexual orientation? Your politically correctness and all of this, take a look. That's what's moving. I got to put up my line because there's a boat coming in. But, oh, well, actually, no, it's not coming in. But take a look. That's a beautiful boat. Nice sail. But take a look. Look at all these trucks. This is the southbound. The one in the back is the northbound. And take a look. Look how long we've been doing this video and how many trucks have been passing by. Okay. So when you guys saying there's no work out there, I'm seeing signs everywhere I go. And I'm not talking about the fast food industry. I'm talking about manufacturing, okay? I'm talking about drivers. I'm talking about producing products to spin this nation's wheels, man. Because again, if we don't make anything, we don't make any of this. And if we don't make any of this, you don't make anything to feed yourself. Okay? How long do you think the government can keep on making money out of thin air before the prices go way up? And maybe that's what my government wants. Why? Because if you stand who are the ones to make out and money and all of this, you find out which groups are these people. Mind you, they own everything. They own every company. And if you think that because Coca-Cola and Pepsi, are adversaries and advertisement and all of this, when you look at that pyramid scheme of who owns what, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, okay? There's a company that owns both, okay? And these companies stand to make how much? Money off of that. So if you look at the bigger picture, this particular company that I'm speaking of owns, let's just say, most of the investment being made, okay? Learn your finance because they don't teach you that in school. Economics 101, guess what? I learned it from a man. This gentleman was the owner of U-Haul International. And although he wasn't greedy or anything, I learned a lot of things about business. My skin color and a white man taught me business, okay? I wasn't with that, the white man enslaved my people. Well, guess what? Because of my skin color, the white man killed my people, okay? So with all that bullshit, why people are talking about, your skin color and fighting over skin color and who did what, and who was what, the important things is passing you by left and right. Okay, so you being left behind, my brothers and sisters, and I'm being for real, you're being left behind. Just look at the ones working. Are you sitting on your ass, eating bonbons, enjoying that food stamp money? What was it, a couple of my friends? And I thought it was just, like one person who got back pay, because of certain things that happened. And, they got a huge amount. Nah, man, these people never worked a day in their goddamn life. And they're talking about, like 2,400, 2,500, just in food stamps, okay? Single, mind you. Their children's not living with them because they can't have their children for their personal habits or whatever choice they made in their life, okay? Whatever it is, that's none of my business, but my biggest complaint about all of the thing that has been going on with the free money, okay, that's been going on. Mind you, I was used as bait for one of the things is the bullshit lie that, is going on. Okay, all you gotta do, guys, is sit back, man. Sit back and watch the ants move back and forth. And I'm sorry if I'm saying it like that, but that's the way I'm saying it. Look at the ants move back and forth, okay? I'm out here, enjoying the fishery, okay? Perfect scenery. This is like one of my favorite spots to come out. Not only that, during the summertime, kids will come out and enjoy that area right there, the picnic up there. We literally have a ball out there. Catch some fish. During the weekends over here, they throw, like some weekend parties. And it's been cool. Nothing violent, nothing crazy, even when the foreigners that come out here and act up here a little bit further north, and they get that boot, where the sun don't shine, and right before, where they speak, oh, like Dave Chappelle, where the ID is at, they get to learn, how to respect. But look, Mr. Biden, take a look. Where's your 24-hour reports that we know longer than you have been born and was ever created? Ports has always worked 24 hours, 7 days a week, okay? During the World War I, during World War II era, and that shit has never fucking stopped, as far as I know. And I used to work for General Dynamics at a young age. First job, okay? Before my working permits, because of the mindset that I have. So when people say and try to blow smoke up my ass, like my legislators in suits, or any suits that come up to me and try to blow smoke up my ass, thinking that I'm going to be impressed with the quick speak, and they're running their gums, telling me that the world is, turning upside down and blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that. Just sit back and watch. All you got to do is follow the money, my brothers, my sisters. Pay attention to where all of this is being allocated to and where that's going. And that tells you who's running the show. So all of this that's going on right now politically is a show. Like I tell, the young man and women of today, the real gangs of New York, and if you see the true colors, like if you look at the gangs in the streets and the hoods, you see the colors that they wear, blue, red. But guess what? The United States, Uncle Sam got blue and red also. Policemen's, firemen's. Okay? Real gangs of New York. So be careful. And I say the real gangs of New York, because that's where I'm from. But that's where I learned the real colors, the real gangs of New York. Who were the perpetrators? Okay. And I'm not saying that everyone, and I'm not going to paint everyone with the same paintbrush. There's good in every skin color, and there's bad in every skin color, okay? Just take it with a grain of salt. Just learn how to, treat each other, and people will treat you the way you want to be treated. And things will be honky-dory. But people want to be greedy, so they do things to people. And later down in life, you get kicked right before your butthole and before or after your nutsacks, or private areas, I guess you can say, for the females. And ladies, if you think that, you won't get punished either, well, think again. Equal rights today. Because I know a lot of females driving up and down, okay? A lot of females. The ones that are running my companies are females right now, running my company. I can sit back and enjoy the fruit of my labor that I put in at the beginning of the years, and I found, thank God, some people that was just like me and ambitious like me, that's willing and treat their company as one of theirs, like it's their company. And that type of pride fulfills me to where I can pay them enough money for what they do, for the time and effort that they put in, okay? I think these guys right there are making, $2,500 a year? No. These guys are maxing out 100, 200,000 a year, okay? Depending on what company, how long they've been running. Some of these guys have been doing this for a long time, and they've been, making bank. So while you're making fun of how they're dressed because you're wearing a pair of Jordans, look at what these guys are running around in. You can't afford a $100,000 vehicle. That's what these guys end up, taking out a loan, making money, so they can make that money, pay that back. And within a year, not only do they pay that back, and I can't say within a year, okay? So don't go and say, oh, you said within a year. No. It all depends on your attitude and what you're willing to do. And because of the new guidelines and VOD, you can't do what these guys used to do before, outlaw runners. And they still do that out here. There's way around things, but you get caught, you're screwed. So even the ones that are doing legitimately, man, these guys are at least making about $100,000 a year. Okay, and all they're doing is driving and a little bit of the paperwork, and I'm meaning a little bit of the paperwork. Majority of the work is being done, at the headquarters. But when Mr. Biden and that bullshit that you said on TV, what was it for? Was it a stunt? Was it a gimmick? I really want to know, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not an independent or patriot anymore. I gave hopes on my government. And although I used to wear a uniform for my government, served my government, helped my government since the beginning, because my government gave me what? Free education, gave me food, gave me clothing, gave me the things that I needed so that I can progress and become a productive member. I'm not gonna sit here and shit, on my government, that my government has never done anything for me, okay? Not like people that I know, my age and a little bit older because of a certain skin color. You gotta put all that shit behind you because number one, you're not the victim. Your ancestors were. So I can't go and blame the black man and the white man for what you guys did to my ancestors. For the land we walk on, okay? That's bridge underneath the water like this river right here, okay? So all we can do is come together as people and, do things rightfully. Because that man up there, what happens when that sun doesn't shine anymore on us anymore? What happens then? Oh, wait, you think your technology is going to help you? And that's what you're hoping on? You guys sitting at home, you think, that TV and everything, that runs on some type of energy. These guys are getting greedy, the ones that own it. So eventually you're going to have to get off your lazy butt and go to work. You're going to have to do something. Because back in my days when we were young, I remember that they were forcing people to go to work. And even if you was on food stamps, well, guess what? We had areas like this that we had to clean up. Okay? So I don't understand what happened, why that program went away. Because guess what? When I needed this shit, they told me I had to go find a job. They put me on programs that I needed to go do things. And guess what? I did it. I excelled. I kept on going. So I don't know why you guys are sitting back. And I know everybody's different. Everybody has, different ethics or different issues, I guess I can say it like that. And I'm trying to say it in a nice way, but we all got mental problems, okay? We all have problems. We all are scarred from what we have seen and what we have been through. It doesn't mean that my leaders that are running the show, or at least thinking that, they're running this shit or showing us that they're running this shit, is lying to us dead in our face. That's all I'm seeing since I've been out here fishing is trucks leaving in and out, in and out, in and out. Sacramento's not a big port, okay? So it's not like saying, these cargo ships are coming in here and Sacramento's are working at the ports. There's some working there, but again, you guys need to start thinking and paying attention. The fuel prices for these guys are going up. And I'm going to bring one topic up that I've brought it up again. These guys, diesel costs more. and it takes more energy to produce gasoline. All right. So, from a byproduct from oil that makes diesel, you have to refine diesel to make gasoline, and the diesel guys are paying more. It's about that money. Right, so there's somebody that I know in OPEC. They did it for a job. A lot of people complaining about, I won't do it because of this, because of that. Well, necessity is going to make you do things that you don't want to do because you're going to need to eat. And trust me, I've been in that boat before. And I was always, with that free mind crap shit. Yeah, I'm a free mind because I got a sword that can prove that I'm free-minded, that I'm a free person. I get cheddar because I'm a free person, right? I get cheddar because of that skin color. Because what was done to my ancestors for this piece of property. I'm not saying this particular piece of property, but my ancestors is from the north and it goes all the way down to the south. So I became a child of the America and not a child of a nation or a flag, even though I pledged my allegiance to this nation and this flag. But when my leaders that are running this nation is blowing smoke up my people's ass about, ports being 24 hours and all that shit, I know this for a fact. Since World War I, ports have run 24 hours, okay? And they have never stopped. Not even for the '08 crash or the strikes that they had. That thing ran 24 hours. Why? The goods. The goods bring money. Money makes people happy. And as long as money is making these people happy, things are being moved around. But when your leaders are causing problems to stop this grease from moving around, yeah, it becomes a problem when they lie to you. I never trust politicians, especially the one that we got in power. It's always been a crackhead for me, and you see the after effect of his son. Okay, it's always been crooked. So when my government say they're going to do something, always look at it and they ain't gonna do nothing. When they say stories that the ports are 24 hours. Bullshit, man. I really want to stick the bird up his ass, man, but it's bullshit. Because take a look, okay? These goods just don't, we're not producing anything here, so it's not like, these goods are being moved because we're producing shit here. And sorry for the ones that are producing things here, okay? This is a figure of speech. And I'm meaning about the big things, okay? The real things that make money, okay? And I'm sorry, potato chips not going to feed you and keep the energy going. I'm sorry, what it costs? $1, $2 at most, $3, even if you bring it up to $5, which at some point is going to be. Then that keeps all of this going? Yeah, okay. Keep on fooling yourself, guys. Because this is what it's about. While you guys are trying to live that city life and that Hollywood life and try to be, like, you're the shit. Well, guess what? Person right next to you that you're making fun of, that you're snapping at, and that, you're calling all type of names because the way they dress and the way they look. Well, guess what? They're running shit. While your ass is being left behind. While you're trying to flaunt, flash, and look like, you MC Hammer. And you know what happens to MC Hammer? Bankrupt. So let's go look at your play money. Because these guys are working with real money while you're working around with monopoly money, playing around with monopoly money. Right? Even though it says, in God we trust, you better hope that man upstairs, and you're really trusting him, because motherfuckers that you're putting trust in, you guys are fighting over, burning your city, destroying shit, for political allegiances. Those motherfuckers are lying to you, because those trucks don't move unless that part is going in and out, because we don't make anything today. And I mean the real shit, okay? I'm sorry, but go look at the supermarket. Matter of fact, I may go to the supermarket and do a video on the supermarket. Let's go to Walmart. Let's go to your Rayleigh's. What's a nationwide chain? Leave me a comment down below, and you guys get to see, you know, where I go, and let's go look at the food products, where they're coming from, your vegetables and all of that. Let's go see where all of that's coming from. Why is all of the West Coast, from Washington all the way down to the Baja point of Mexico, as ships as far as you can see, okay? And ships are being rerouted because they're not being unloaded here, so they're going to nations and states where people are refusing, you know, I guess the government's bullshit, and fighting against, you know, the government's bullshit, and they're being rerouted because the bullshit lies of 24-hour ports, that shit existed since World War I. Okay, these things ran and operated 24 hours. And I'm sorry,